What's up, guys? It's Ryan here again, back again. Sorry, it's been a minute since I've been able to do a video. I wanted to, do another topic video, talking about shame, about that good old thing we call shame, and how to rid it, how to kind of work through shame. In a way, I'm only doing this topic because I was talking to somebody else about kind of, how shame can bend and break us in a way, or it can be kind of a platform to getting away from that and to working on not filling our lives with shame and not being shameful, I guess, in a way. I know for myself that when I was in active addiction, I did a lot of shameful stuff. I did a lot of things that were questionable, obviously, but, doing things that I didn't necessarily think about and then later on gave me shame was something that I had to kind of deal with early on in recovery, and I still deal with to this day. When you go through life and you think about all the messed up things that we've done to people, to ourselves, to our families, friends, and stuff like that, and how we can kind of regret that, and it sucks. We have to live with it every day. But I try to think back about things that I've done, and it's so important to not just let that shame build. And to not think about it every day, obviously as we go through life and stuff like that, and we think back on things, yeah, we're gonna have regrets. I've got plenty of regrets myself, but being able to kind of let shame go, and for myself, and to recognize that I wasn't necessarily morally deficient. I wasn't a bad person. I was just under the influences of drugs, self-centered as all can be, and not thinking about this, not having a clear head to think about this stuff, and to kind of further build on a better me today. So, I don't know, I was actually talking to my mom on the phone, and, we were just kind of discussing stuff. She's not an addict, but, she's someone that I kind of ping ideas off of, much like, people who are addicts and stuff. But, we were just talking about an individual that is kind of struggling in their own right with substances. And mind you, I'm so new to this. I'm only seven months, 230 days clean actually today, which is amazing. It's awesome. I love my life. I love who I am. I love the clear, conscious thoughts that I have now, and I love that I'm able to be aware of myself and not add more shame to my life in a way. That's one of the beauties of this, is being able to recognize ourselves, self-recognition, and just trying to be a better us today, more and more and more, and keep carrying on, because I know for myself there's no other way, because if I go back to what I was doing, I'm gonna end up dead or on the street dying, with no one, and I don't want that. I've seen where it's taken me, and I love who I am today. I love a clean life, and I hope you guys are loving yourselves more each day too, whether you're new to this or not. It's worth a shot, man. But so we were talking about this individual that is struggling right now, and how they tend to let the shame of where they were and their past and where they came from and their upbringing and stuff like that, and how they just let that shame kind of hinder any sort of chance or what's the word I'm looking for? Any sort of just way to get through, a breakthrough moment, I guess, from their substance abuse problem. And I was just telling my mom, it's tough, man. It's fucking every day. It's tough living with that shame and the guilt and the regrets and stuff like that. But all we can do is work on ourselves today, try and keep a better perspective on things, recognize that we can't control everything. We're powerless against everything, but we're not powerless against how we react now, and how we carry ourselves. Because I know that external factors, people in our lives, family, jobs, all sorts of stuff, how that can it can be strenuous. It can be a lot on us. But for myself, it's one thing to recognize the hell around us. It's another thing to be a part of that hell, and to keep adding to the mix instead, holding our grounds and stuff like that. But sorry, I'm getting off topic here. So we were talking about this person and how the shame of what they have done and kind of what they're still doing today, and how it's kind of hindering this person from opening themselves to a new life. But I just mentioned to my mom, it's hard to build ourselves up clean when we can still recognize the wreckage around us, especially early on, man. Not all of us are fortunate to get away from our situation, I, for myself, I wasn't able to move and go to an inpatient or move and go anywhere really, because my family's here, my daughter's here, where I'm at, and it just wasn't an option. The cards weren't there for me. So I had to literally build my foundation of recovery, a clean life, still seeing things that I would deal with during my active. Not necessarily the people, because I definitely distanced myself and cut a lot of loose ends, which is important. We call that in Narcotics Anonymous, we call that ridding yourself of reservations, and I did that. But I still had to move about the town and community that I'm in. Still go past certain areas that either I would pick up or I would use at or whatever. And it was a struggle, man. It definitely early on to be like, oh man, yeah, I'm not using drugs, but look, I'm still around it, But that's the thing, is we got to be strong in that sense. We can't be afraid. Don't let shame of what you used to do and where you used to be dictate where you should be today, because that's the thing. We have today to change this and to practice this strength. And when I say that, I don't mean just oh, you're gonna go out and you're just gonna tell yourself, I'm strong. It takes a certain balance of things. It takes recognizing that the world is gonna move how the world is gonna move, but how are you gonna set your pieces to that, and what I can suggest for myself and for everybody out there that's watching this is just by not using, just every day clean, every day sober, whatever it is, just distancing yourself away from those things that cloud our minds, and then therefore it's a trickle effect, can add more shame to our lives and stuff. It can be, it can be tricky, but man, not using, being clean today is the one gift that I get to give myself every day. And I try and carry that to other people and to show other people. And that's why I make these videos, is just to shed a little light on someone like me, an addict like me, that had years of shame and guilt and regret built up. And then one day I decided, that was enough. I had enough of it. I was emotionally, spiritually, physically broken, to the point where I knew any day could have been my last day. And I had to just wake up. I don't know what happened. I mean, I could just feel this tension, this strain inside of me. And I had to just kind of wake up and kind of tell myself that this was today, I haven't quite done a story about my withdrawals and what really led me here, and I will do one of those videos, so just stay tuned, because I'm, building up to that. So yeah, stick around for that video. But to make this short, long story short, don't carry guilt and regret as a weight. If anything, use it to propel you from where you used to be and where you should be today. Whether it be day one or day 1 million, y'all. You know, I've said that time and time again because it's so true. All we have is today. And sounds cliche, sounds funny saying, oh, we have today, just for today, da, da, da. But it's true. Living in the present and being aware of your present self allows you this sort of freedom to change. It slows things down, I know for me in my active addiction, man, I was always looking for the future because I always had to make sure that I wasn't going to get sick. I always had to look for tomorrow and try and figure out what I was going to do today, chasing my tail all day, more or less, to get the ways and means to get more. But it took I guess that awakening to really kind of set me forth, and I built a foundation off of looking at my past, seeing the shame and the guilt that I had, and just trying not to do that anymore. I'm a part of a fellowship. I'm a part of a 12-step fellowship called Narcotics Anonymous, and it truly has saved my life. That's subjective, because however you can find a way out of this vicious cycle, by all means do it. Whether it be maintenance, whether it be harm reduction, whatever it is, do it. As long as you're out there and you're willing to just separate yourself from the drugs and then work on yourself, because as we say in Narcotics Anonymous, the drugs are a symptom. They were a symptom. I took drugs to cope, but I don't have that option today because those drugs were soon enough going to kill me, or land me in jail, or take away my daughter, or take away my life, take away everything that I had treasured so much, but was just so blinded by because of my addict ego and me being an addict, So, I wish the best for everybody out there. I don't make these videos for clout. I don't make it to gain anything. I do it as a way of reaching out to other people. And I pray to my higher power all the time to just make sure this message is clear, because I don't want to confuse anybody. I'm not advising anybody. I'm not a doctor. I don't have multiple degrees in any of this stuff. If anything, I've got a GED from the School of Hard Knocks. So I learned pretty rough. But I'm blessed today. I get my humor back. I get to be myself. And I recognize that my past is pretty dreary, and that's what sets me forth today, is building from that past. Each day we learn, we try and change things, or gain a new perspective. Like I said, my fellowship program in Narcotics Anonymous has taught me spiritual principles. It's helped me gain a sense of a power greater than myself, which I'm telling you, y'all, that's something that's very important to me every day. And it's something that I'm learning about more and more. Faith, trust, honesty, open-mindedness, willingness, and just not needing to use the freedom that we have, or that I have now, is just amazing. I've got a new lease on life, y'all, and I'm blessed for that. I'm blessed, very, very, very fucking blessed. So I hope this video helped anyone. Like I said, stay tuned, you guys, because I'm gonna try and talk about my withdrawal story a little bit more. It's kind of hard to do in a 10-minute video or a 5-minute video, but I'll try and piece it together and definitely highlight some things of where I was, how I got here, and why I stay here, why I stay clean. So I love you guys. I hope everybody out there is having a blessed day and working on these things, ridding themselves of the shame, and just finding strength, talking to people, reaching out. If you don't know what to do and you're struggling, reach out. Like I said, the fellowship program for me, Narcotics Anonymous, has helped me a lot. And this is just me, just trying to attract other people to that message, you know, that there is hope, and you know, we do recover. So I hope you guys like this video, and that's really all I got right now. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned, and I'll try and get some more going today. I'm at work right now, but you know, I'm feeling myself. I'm feeling good today, and there's been a lot going on, but there's always something going on up here. So yeah, that's really all I got. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a good day. All right, love you guys. Bye.